Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. I'm Fleur, and welcome back, or welcome to my cozy little corner of the internet. I'm really glad that you're here. It's the morning for me, and I'm going to get ready for the day, and I thought I would hang out with you in the meantime. I wanted to bring back a little lo-fi, casual vibe. My favorite type of ASMR is leaning more towards the unintentional side. So I felt like soft-spoken, the little mic. I'm filming on my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 today, which I have a lot of mixed feelings about, but for this occasion it's fun, I think, and it feels not intimidating to me. Anyway, I'm going to do my skincare, maybe a little bit of my hair, and I'm going to walk you through my outfit for the day. I'm currently wearing a robe, which I made myself. I posted a vlog on my vlog channel again recently, and I talk about the robe more there, so if you want to hear more about that, you can watch the vlog later. Or now, you have free will, but don't leave. I'm gonna just put my hair back. I got my hair cut yesterday, like just cut off some dead ends. And it always takes me a little bit to get used to, because it's always like, it was getting nice and long and then they chop off a little bit and it just feels a little awkward, and the layers, I haven't washed it afterwards and styled it, so it just feels like it's not my hair, it's my hairdresser's hair. Okay, I'm gonna actually put it up with a claw clip, because I don't like it when it's in my neck like that. I'm going to start with skincare. I'm using this Biodermal cream, and it is for oily skin. I really don't know what I've been doing with my skincare, to be honest. I got a really bad reaction to some products, and then I stopped using things for a while, and I have to be honest, I haven't even been moisturizing every day. It's been very minimal, but my skin has been doing the best it has in a while, so that's nice. I do have a little bit of like eczema on my chin, but I did already put on a bit of cream for that. Okay, so that's that. And then I do try to wear sunscreen most of the days. And now that that is on, I want to take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is byeee. Byeee is a brand that's on a mission to make fragrances more accessible, so they have luxury brand inspired perfumes and they have some original scents as well. Now, I don't know about you, but I love to smell nice. And I'd seen all the girlies on YouTube talk about byeee, and so I was very, very excited when I saw that they finally made it to Europe. I immediately got a couple for myself a couple months ago, tried them out, fell in love, and then I started gifting them to loved ones. I got my friends a couple for graduation gifts and birthdays, one for my mom for Mother's Day, and one for my grandma because she just rocks. So safe to say, I love this brand. I'm going to show you a couple of my favorites. The number one, that is my summer signature scent, honestly every season, is Woody Sandalwood. And this is inspired by Le Labo's Santal 33. I wish that you could smell this through the screen. It's so amazing and it matches the scent it's inspired by perfectly. This next one is Citrus Green Apple, and it's inspired by Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue, I think it's called. I don't even know the original scent. I just saw the notes on this and I wanted to try it out, and it's so fresh and clean and I love it. And then another one that I really, really love is Musky Green Tea. As you can tell, I love a fresh scent. It feels very soft to wear, so if I have a headache or something, I could still wear this comfortably. This one is inspired by Creed's Silver Mountain Water. I've never smelled the original, but oh my god, this is great. I need nothing else. I honestly could not recommend them more. You'll smell good, you'll feel good, you'll save your money, and you will get complimented on the street, and you can thank me later for that. Also, something that I really love is that these caps have a magnetic closure, so if you put it in your bag or your suitcase on vacation, you just know that it's safe and it's not going to go anywhere. I really like that design. So for my European besties, if you are looking for your new signature scent, or you're just exploring new scents, I could not recommend Dossier more. You can go to their website, dossier.eu, and use the code ASMRFleur15 to get 15% off your order. Thank you, Dossier, for sponsoring this video and for agreeing to work with me. I am very grateful, and let's get on with this. Get ready with me. So you can guess what perfume I'm going for today based on the vibes. I'm going to start on my makeup. I keep it in this cabinet in my room, and I will try to take it out and show you. This is all the makeup that I own. I really tried to declutter my makeup a while ago and it really worked for me. And everything I own I'm using now, and that feels really good. I honestly have not been wearing a lot of makeup. Usually what I'll do is I'll wear a concealer and then a cream blush. And then maybe I'll do an eyebrow gel. I am gonna do full beat, my version today. I'm gonna do NYX Plump Right Back primer. Actually, I'm not going to do full beat because I feel a little bit heavy. My face feels a little heavy, so I don't want to make that worse. That's also the same reason that I don't really like wearing foundation. It just feels, I like the look of it. It's very beautiful on people, and I did it for a long time, but I realized that my face feels really heavy, and I take naps throughout the day, and I want to be able to lay down on a pillow or just on the couch and not worry about my makeup too much. So I've just been thinking a lot about what I do with my face throughout the day, and my makeup now really works for that. I am putting some concealer on my chin because it's just been very red, and I'm using a brush. I have a beauty blender, but you have to wash it and I became a little bit lazy with that, and I've really been liking the feeling of a brush. It feels very chic in the morning to do. You can get very precise with it. So I do a little bit over my eyelids and then under my eye, and I fan it out a bit. I'm using a L'Oreal True Match concealer in, I think, the lightest shade, which is like called Rose or something. Oh, it's 2R, light medium. And I have to get the snot out of my eye. It's always in there. I do have my contacts in. And that's also a thing with makeup. I've realized it's just that the more products I wear around my eyes, the drier my eye gets, the more easily my contacts start to irritate. I don't love that. I'm gonna use this Rare Beauty blush. This is the shade Hope. We can all use a little bit of that. So I'm gonna put some on you for the hope. The hope of it all. Have you guys heard Taylor Swift's new song for Toy Story? I think it's really cute. It was about time that she did something country again, so I like the vibes. Very cute. And I saw a video on YouTube of her singing You've Got a Friend in Me with Randy Newman, and that was so wholesome. I liked that. I watched her documentary on Disney Plus. I've been very out of the loop with Taylor Swift and what she's been up to and the Eras tour and everything, which has been over for a while now, but I watched that documentary about the final shows and I wasn't able to stop thinking about it for weeks because I was just like, how does a human being do that? Like, not just her, but her crew, her team, her dancers, show after show after show after show, and oh my god. I can't even imagine. That's something so unfathomable to me. I have a lot of respect for that whole thing. It's insane. And I always love a celebrity's tour backstage behind the scenes documentary. I remember when I was really young, I think that it was Michael Jackson who did a documentary about his This Is It tour. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that happened. And I just remember that and feeling very blown away. I decided to put on bronzer. I would have done that first normally before the blush, but this is Rare Beauty Happy Soul. I think I've had that for 2 or 3 years now and I'm still well supplied. We're gonna see how this blends because I don't want it to come out weird. So it's the morning time for me, if I hadn't told you yet. And I'm not getting ready for anything very specifically, just for the day. Which I don't always wear makeup throughout my days, like definitely not every day. I've been really learning and now have really started to love not wearing makeup and feeling confident going out and about. I could go on a first date without makeup on and I'm really proud of myself for feeling that way. Because, you know, we're women and we get taught that makeup is something that we just simply have to do in our day-to-days to look more presentable, more pretty, more desirable, more attractive, whatever it is. And the truth just is that you are just as beautiful without all the makeup. That's the face that you were born with, that it's yours, it's unique, it's nature. You are nature, and I've really been loving feeling that. And I feel like my makeup really changed in that as well, in how I do my makeup, how my makeup feels on my skin. And it's been feeling really good. So yeah, this is your hopefully inspiration to go out without makeup on, even if it's maybe a little scary at first. I hope that it'll feel good to you. I'm gonna put on powder and I'm gonna do that only under the eyes and in my T-zone, and I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush flawless finish. I can't really read what's on here. And it's also a different refill than the one that this packaging came in, so I don't know. I'm sorry. But yeah, just getting ready for the day. But I do have some wishes, things that I want to do today if my energy allows it. And that is that I want to go to the guitar store. Something that I've wanted to do for a really long time. But as you can see, I have 3 guitars hanging there. And a lot of people have asked me about them. And I love to talk about them. But the 3 guitars from top to bottom, the top one is a Gretsch hollow body guitar, which is like a semi-electric guitar. It looks like an electric guitar, but it has a hollow body. And this was gifted from a family friend, which is insane. And the second one, the one in the middle, is a Takamine thin line guitar. So it's an acoustic guitar that you can amplify, but it has a thinner body, so it sounds not as full as a full Western acoustic guitar. It still has a really nice sound, it's just a little bit softer. I had a Western guitar as well. It was from Harley Benton, which is a very accessible, affordable brand. But I gave it to my brother because he lives in Amsterdam in his studio and he wanted to learn to play the guitar. And I was like, I've got plenty, so you can have that one. And the bottom one is a nylon string guitar. So it's like, I don't know if they call it a Spanish guitar. I think they do. It's the one that I learned how to play the guitar on. I had lessons when I was 11 for 1 year. And then I went to high school and I was like, I'm gonna be so busy with school. I cannot play the guitar anymore. I have to focus on my studies. So I was really serious about that and I stopped going to guitar lessons, which was very sad. And I wish I stayed, but on the other hand, I did still learn a lot. I'm using the Shelly powder blush. I like to use powder over cream products, like over top. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. Depends on the mood. I'm mostly just doing these things now so that my hands have something to do. And then I'm gonna use my Too Faced bronzing powder in milk chocolate, which smells like chocolate as well. And just put that on. So, and the Spanish guitar is also one that I have because my mom had it. And the Takamine was also a gift from a family friend. It's absolutely insane because it's a really, really expensive guitar and one that I would have never owned in my life if it weren't for him. And it's a beautiful, lovely guitar. And every time I hold it, I feel very fancy. I love the details on it. It's absolutely beautiful. This family friend is a wealthy man and he had like 20 guitars. It's a friend of my grandpa. And my grandpa used to be in a band in the 60s called the Jailbirds, and my grandpa's from Germany, so it's a German man, and they are such good friends, they still are. And a couple of years ago I drove my grandparents to Germany to go see this friend, and I was just talking about his guitars and looking at them and admiring them, and he was like, "Oh, you like that one? Take it." And I was like, he was like, "Really?" I was like, "What?" And then he ended up gifting me over the past, I think this has been 8 years, 9 years, has gifted me 2 guitars, and I'm very grateful for that. I always had this dream that after college, or first I thought after high school, but then I wasn't playing as much, but after a big milestone like that, I would buy myself a really nice guitar because I was very passionate about it. And then I never really, felt the space to invest in them because I had guitars, and then he gifted me that, and I'm good, and I'm really grateful for that. However, both of them have a little bit of a technical issue. The thin line guitar, the Takamine, the battery drains very quickly, so there's something in the electrical not right, probably. So I want to get that checked out, and then there's a problem with the bridge on my guitar on the Gretsch guitar. This is only going to make sense to people playing the guitar probably, but there's a screw sticking out and it's just not leveled right, so if I'm playing higher on the guitar, it's really hard to get it in tune. So that needs to be probably balanced out or something. It's just not something that I can fix myself, unfortunately. So I hope after months and months and months of postponing that, because I've had to do that, actually that's been a problem for over 3 years at this point, I hope to fix it. So that is at most what I'm getting ready for. Also, one of my best friends is coming over for dinner tonight with her boyfriend, and I haven't gotten to hang out with her boyfriend that much, like with her and her boyfriend, so I don't know him that well yet, and they've been together for quite a while. but because of my health, I'm not often available for group hangs and stuff, so we've like been missing each other a lot. And that's sad because I want to get to know him and, you know, spend more time with them together. So they're coming over for dinner tonight, and we're gonna have poke bowls because it's my favorite food. And we're just gonna have a cozy time. This is my eyebrow gel. I put hair gel in this. It was a very frustrating process, but it worked. So now I use this as my eyebrow gel. And then I'm going to do a tiny little eyeliner. This is the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in Hot Chocolate. It's a dark brown, and what I like to do is just do the tiniest little baby line. I'm going to try to do it in the viewfinder of the Osmo and the mirror. I just go on the outer edge and make a little line, and I'll make the tiniest little triangle at the bottom. And I really like that look. Because I have hooded eyes, my eyelid, like skin hair falls over my eyelid, and so I don't have a lot of on the lid space to do things. And this, I feel like it does what I want it to do. It's cute, it's subtle, but it's still a little something. So I love it. And then that's that for the eye makeup. Now I'm gonna do mascara, curling the lashes, a very important step to me. I always do like a pulsing, squeezing motion. The difference, I don't know if you can tell. I love it. Those are curled, and then I'm using the e.l.f. Lash Extender mascara. It's a tubing mascara. I will die on the hill of tubing mascaras over normal mascaras. This made wearing makeup fun for me again after a long time of being annoyed with makeup, because I hate removing makeup so much. I will do it because it's important, but I really hated doing it with all the micellar waters and the oily waters, trying to get it off. And it was always because of the mascara. And with tubing mascara, it just comes off with hot water, so I just use a face cleanser and I just wash my face twice with that, and it all comes off, and it's amazing. Alright. Now for the last couple steps, I'm gonna do highlighter. This is Rare Beauty's Enlighten highlighter. I'm gonna do just a couple dots here. Go like that. The weather has been so unpredictable here. It's been 4 seasons in a day, and it's very confusing, and I'm starting to think about what I want to wear today. And I really don't know. So I'll have to see. I'm also on my period, so I want something that's really comfortable. So, I don't know. Alright, then I'm gonna bring back an old trick, and that's getting a shiny, light, bright eyeshadow and putting it in the inner corner of my eye here. And it really makes your eyes pop. It brings the focus back to your eyes, I feel like. Do you see the difference? Like the power of makeup. Loved to see Desi Perkins being back on YouTube as well, by the way, doing Selena Gomez's makeup. What the heck? She was such an OG. I used to love watching her videos with her best friend. I don't remember her name anymore. Katie? I'm not sure. I don't even know if she still makes YouTube videos. Also adding this over top just to give it extra pop so that I look not real anymore. I'm kidding. Just a shiny version of myself. I used to love watching her videos, Michelle Fan, obviously Nikki Tutorials, or Dutch Queen. She should be our Prime Minister, not gonna lie, but until then, I'll just love watching her on YouTube forever. The lip combo that I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna use Charlotte Tilbury's lip pencil and Pillow Talk. I haven't had breakfast yet, so if I look shaky, that's why. And I'm gonna use this Sephora Outrageous Intense. It's like a plumping gloss. It's amazing. Burns your lips right off in a good way. I'm kidding. So I do a little bit of that. And then this. I've talked about this gloss before, but I really like the shape of the thing. The applicator. And no, I did not clean it before I put it back. No judgment. Alright. And then for hair, let's see what we're working with. I'm not going to do anything about that. I think it looks fine. I'll usually just tuck it behind my ears anyway. I might put in some oil. This is the Way hair oil, the St. Bart's one. It smells like coconut. Thank you, Hailey Jean, for recommending it. Oh. I did already brush it this morning, so. Alright, that's that, and now it's time to pick an outfit. Okay, lovely people, I am ready for the day, and I'm gonna talk you through my outfit, but first I want you to take your guess at what perfume I used, or I'm going to use. 3, 2, 1, were you right? It is, of course, Woody Sandalwood. Absolute favorite. I can't wait to put this on. Oh, now I'm ready and I'm going to talk you through the outfit. I am wearing this blouse that I thrifted a couple days ago and I'm very excited about it because it's oversized but not way too oversized. I am pairing it with this brown simple tank top because there's brown in the shirt, and I'm wearing light denim jeans. The top is from Weekday, the tank top. These are from Dr. Denim and they are a baggy jean, and I like the wash of these and it also matches the blouse. I love an outfit sandwich in that way. I love a returning color scheme. Obviously it matches my bag. If you want to see what's in here, I have a what's in my bag video on my channel, and I'm pairing it with my cowboy boots because I love them so dearly. I do need to give them some extra loving because they're a little damaged and gross, but I will never not be wearing these. I hope you can still see me. I'm very far away. I really like this outfit. It's something that I would have worn in college probably, but it still feels a little bit more like me now because of the colorway. I don't know what it is. I was just feeling this today. No one can see my period underwear. If something happens, it covers my butt. I can close this if I feel a little bit more, masculine energy, I guess. I like closing them like this and then maybe tucking them in halfway. I don't know yet. The options are endless, and it's also comfortable enough to lay on the couch. These jeans are actually really comfortable, so I like that. For jewelry, I'm wearing this bracelet that I got from my grandma, and then this ring from Vinted. It's so beautiful, and I can look at it for hours. And then here it's just a very simple ring. For earrings, I have these tiny little hoops. I don't know where they're from, and that concludes the look. I'm ready for the day. I really, really want to have breakfast. So I'm gonna go. Once again, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. And a big, big thank you to Dossier for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check them out in the description box. Alright, I hope you have the loveliest day or night wherever you are. Here's a forehead kiss. And until next time, bye. I watched you drive around the Bedford. What I thought would be the last time I saw my friend. But loveless ways of bringing things back to life. All you said was hi. I remember that love you came back when you met it. I saw you standing there in the light of the window, wearing that same smile. And it's been a while, but I knew it, I knew ya. I knew ya. I knew it, I knew